let's go ahead and get into this. So we'll start with a warm up. Make sure you've got some soft floor available. We're going to just go boxer shuffle here. So just kind of bouncing from heel to toe, just something to get that body temperature up. I know it's cold just about everywhere, unless you're in the southeast. I know we got a temperature of about 2 degrees today here in Colorado, and I saw that it's like that just about everywhere else up in the Midwest. So let's go ahead and get as warm as we can. So just bounce from heel to toe. A couple more seconds here. Perfect. Now go ahead. We're going to bring it down to a hands and knees position. So quadruped is what we call this. All fours. And then what we're going to do, hands going to come behind the ear. We're going to bring the elbow to the floor. Try to keep your hips up though. And then we're just going to open up. Let me give you the front view here. We're going to do 5 on one side. So let's start on the left. Left elbow touches the floor. And then we're going to come up as far as we can, squeezing those shoulder blades together. There's 1. We're going for 5. There's 2, 3. Just kind of really unlocking our upper spine. Here's 4 and 1 more. Perfect. Now, same thing on the other side. Left hand comes down, right hand comes behind the ear. Hips stay up. Knees are directly underneath the hips. And then we're going to bring it down to the floor and we're going to open up. There's 2, 3, 4, and last one. There's 5. Nice. Work it back up. And then we are going to do a standing cross crunch. Hands behind the ears again. I want you to just drive knee to opposite elbow. We're going to go 5 on each side starting now. Really try to round your back here. And I know that's not normally a good thing to do, especially when we have weights. But when it is unloaded like it is here, and like we do with a lot of core exercises, it's completely okay. All right, let's go 1 more on each side. I lost my count. Good. Shake everything out. And last one is going to be on the floor once again. And we're doing dead bugs. So I want knees at 90 degrees, hips at 90 degrees, arms come up, reach for the ceiling. Keep your core tight, press your lower back into the floor. And then what I want you to do is just lower one heel until you tap the floor, bring it back. We're going to alternate 5 on each side. It's really important that you keep that core brace though, and you're aiming to push that low back floor and hold that there the entire time. Here's 6 and 7, 8, 9, and last one. Perfect. All right, y'all, so that is our warm-up. Now let's get into our first grouping of exercises. We've got 2 exercises here, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We'll have a 30-second rest in between rounds. We're aiming for 3 rounds here. The first one is going to be a straight leg reverse crunch. Hands are by your side. We're going to, harder version is going to be knees stay straight. So we're going to hover off the floor. We're going to come up. We're going to try to get our butt up off the floor. Hold this reverse crunch position for a second or 2 before you come back out. Slightly easier is going to be bent knee, doing the same thing. So just a 2-second hold when you come out, and then starting back. Keep your core brace the entire time. We're going to rest 10 seconds, and then we're going to come up into a 90-90 tabletop position with the lower half of the body. And we are going to complete penguins here. So you're basically just going side to side, trying to touch your ankle. And those are the 2 exercises we're going to flow through first. So we got a lower half and an upper half. Let's go ahead and get in position for that straight leg reverse crunch, bent knee reverse crunch. And we are going in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Hands by your side. I'll show you the bent knee version. Up toward your chest. You can push into the floor a little bit. Hold for 2 seconds. Really tighten your core as much as you can. Breathe out. and then back in as you come out. Head is just relaxed. We're focusing on lower abs here. Stay with it, y'all. 3, 2, 1, time. Good. Quick 10 seconds. Now we're going to come up into 90-90. And we're reaching for each ankle in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're just doing kind of a side-to-side waddle here, hence the penguin name. We're taking our hip flexors out of this move by bringing our knees up. And then I want you just to breathe as normally as you can. I know your abs are burning. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, y'all. 30 seconds to rest. So catch your breath, grab a little bit of water. We're going to go through that same sequence 2 more times before we rest, and then we'll get into a new sequence. So we got about 10 seconds. On this reverse crunch, really focus on, you can push into the floor, really focus on this up position, having your butt off the floor. We want as much rotation as we can get. 3, 2, 1, go. 2-second hold. Like I said, if you want to make it harder, it's straight legs. When you come back out, do your best to not allow your lower back to peel up off the floor. If you need to, you can rest your legs down, and then when you're ready, come back at it. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, y'all. All right, we're going back to our 90-90 penguins. 3, 2, 1, go. Now we've got our upper half going. Lower half stays stable. We're going side to side here, so we're working some good anterior core. That's the commonly referred to six-pack, as well as the obliques by going side to side. Stay with it. 10 seconds to go. If you need to, rest for a second, then pick it back up. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. Really feeling a good burn there. Hang out here if you need to. You can always flip it around. We still got 30 seconds of rest before we get going. You can do a little stretch. I know I like to do that in between. Just helps to kind of reset me. And then go ahead and start getting in position. Last round of this, starting with our reverse crunch, going in 3, 2, 1, begin. So remember, try your best to get those hips up off the floor. That is the primary thing that is probably done wrong most often, is people don't feel the reverse crunch because they're just doing this. So make sure you're trying to get those hips up off the floor. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, reset. Last round of our 90-90 penguins. Going now. Remember, you don't have to get all the way to your ankle. Even just having this slight crunch position and just doing a slow side-to-side movement is going to get that entire core fired up. Whew. Feel the burn, y'all. Stay with it. 10 seconds to go here. Keep that waddling going. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. All right, flip it over. Let's press up into an up dog. Stretch that out a little bit. Create separation between your shoulders and your ears. Look up towards the ceiling. Give me a big, deep breath. Into the nose, out through the mouth. We'll do one more. Good. And then press it on up. And now we are moving to our next grouping of exercises. Same time sequence, 30 on, 10 off. Our first movement is going to be a front plank reach. So we're going to be in a high plank position. Feet are hip width apart. hands are shoulder width apart. We're gonna tighten our glutes, keep our core nice and tight, and we're going to reach up, hold it for a second or two, and alternate sides. Notice when I'm doing this, I'm not allowing my hip to drop as I raise up. If you find that when you do that, your hips drop, I want you to go from your knees, shorten that lever up a little bit, but same thing going here. Resist any rotation. That's exercise 1. Then exercise 2 is a Superman with a T. So you can do 2 options here. You can contract your glutes and raise your thighs off the floor as you're doing this. Look like this. 1 second hold each time you come up. Squeeze those shoulder blades, or you can have the legs down and just do the upper half. That'll be a little easier. And then the last exercise is going to be on our side. Arm is in line with the body, and we're going to come up for an oblique V-up. Now, there's a couple ways you can modify this. Hardest version is going to be here where I'm completely outstretched, and I'm kind of balancing on my glute. I can alternatively just do a bent knee raise. So that's an option where I'm just trying to get them up and contract my obliques. And then finally, you can leave the legs down and just do the upper body. So you've got a couple options there. Try each of those. We're going to be here for 3 rounds, and we are going in about 10 seconds, starting with our front plank reaches. So go ahead and get in position with me. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart, and we're going in 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those glutes, keep your core tight. Reach up for a second, bring it back down. Same thing on the other side. So we're working anti-rotation. We don't want our body rotating at all during this. If you keep your glutes squeezed and your core tight, that will ensure that you aren't rotating. All right, y'all, stay with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good job. All right, come down to your stomach. We got our Superman T's. 3, 2, 1, go. Look down towards the floor. We're working back here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Hold for 1 second, but then bring them back down to the floor. Remember, you can get your lower half involved too by squeezing those glutes and keeping the knees straight. Completely up to you. Woo. Feel that burn? We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Good job, y'all. All right, pick a side. We're going to go 15 one side, 15 the other. 3, 2, 1. Oblique V-ups going now. Remember, you can go long like this, or you can shorten up like so. And real quick, rotate to the other side. Same thing here. So just a quick 15 seconds on each side. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo, good job, y'all. All right, that's round 1. We got 2 more rounds to go. 30 seconds of rest. Grab some water if you need it. Almost there. We're going back from the start to our front plank reaches. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Squeeze those glutes. Keep your core tight. Raise that arm as high as you can. Remember, if you need to, go from the knees here. Shorten that lever. Halfway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Ooh, shake it out. Drop to the floor to your stomach. We're going T Supermans. 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, elbows are straight. They're coming out directly to your sides, forming a T. Squeeze those shoulder blades together in that top position. Getting shoulders, back, glutes, hamstrings. We're getting a little bit of everything that supports the spine here. 3, 2, 1, time. Nicely done, y'all. All right, pick a side. We got our oblique V-up switching halfway through, 15, 15. 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, being long is gonna make it the hardest. You can shorten and just do bent knee and hand behind the ear if you'd like. We're switching in 3, 2, 1, rotate. Same thing on this side. I want you to make sure that you're sideways on this so that you're feeling it on the side of your body. And time. Whew, good job, y'all. All right, check it out. Last quick water break. Y'all made it this far. Don't quit on me yet. One more round. Front plank reaches, going in 10 seconds. Remember, resist any rotation when you go to lift that arm up. 3, 2, 1, begin. Squeeze those glutes, keep your core nice and tight. Brace that belly like someone's gonna punch you in the stomach. Hold that. Remember to breathe. Halfway. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Down to your stomach, last round of Superman tees. Going in 3, 2, 1, begin. So remember, you can have your lower half activated as well by squeezing your glutes, or you can leave them down, completely up to you. Really want you focused on getting that chest up off the floor though and squeezing those shoulder blades together in this top position. 10 seconds to go. I know everything's burning. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. All right, y'all, pick a side for these oblique V-ups. Last round. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to do the slightly modified version this whole time through. Knees are bent. I'm bringing elbow to knee. Couple more seconds and we're going to switch sides. 3, 2, 1, flip it. This is it, y'all. About 10 more seconds and we're done here. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo, good job, y'all. All right, I want you coming down to your stomach. Let's do one more upward facing dog, or you can come up, bring those thighs off the floor, and then we're gonna flow into a child's pose. So give me one big inhale through the nose. On the exhale, press back, butt comes to your heels. Couple deep breaths here. And that'll be it. I don't want to keep y'all too long today. But if y'all wanted to stretch more, you could go through this flow a couple more times of doing your up dog to your child's pose. And other than that, thanks so much for coming to class number 5.